presentation of Upstate Prepcast. It's presented by our title sponsor, Wings Etc., 2644 Bowling Springs Road, Bowling Springs. Good food, great times, award-winning wings, and amazing etc. It's time for high school athletics on Upstate Prepcast. Promotional consideration given in part by Raymond James, Financial Advisor Tom Dixon, East Main Street, Spartanburg. By the law firm of Bell, Carrington, Price & Gregg, LLC. And by Chad Wagner State Farm Insurance, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg. Like a good neighbor, Chad Wagner and State Farm is there. By the realtors of Brookshire Hathaway Home Services, C. Dan Joyner, the Spartanburg office, Jeff Parks, managing broker. By JB Trees, LLC. Professional work at a reasonable price. By Mike Varner Plumbing, located in Inman. Plumbing solutions since 1984. By the award-winning Flounder Seafood Restaurant, 160 Barbado Lane, Spartanburg. By GSP Security, providing video surveillance and security for residential and commercial. The View Church, Paris Bridge Road, Bowling Springs. By Blue Ridge Tire, we won't leave you flat. Highway 101 Greer. By GG's Creations, custom crafts for home and business. By Mahindra Tractors of the Upstate, Chesney Highway, Chesney. By the Pocahontas Country Club, Nature's Mountain Playground, Pocahontas County, West Virginia. By Warrior Trees, your expert tree removal solution. By J&L Lawn Service. By the Home Run Cafe, locations in Inman and Greer. By the Seawright Funeral Home, East Main Street, Inman. Celebrating loved ones since 1920.
Touchdown Cardinals! All right, thank you, and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Cardinal Football Coach's Interview this week, taking the show on the road. Got a nice little crowd here behind me. Let's hear you back there, you Cardinal fans. Here, we're live here at the Southside Smokehouse Grill here in Landrum. I'm Steve Roper, along with my cohort here, Kevin Jackson, along with head coach of the Landrum Cardinals, Brent Bridges. And, Coach, anything you'd like to say about this setup tonight? You always told me you'd do it anywhere, anytime, and I got you in an alley out here behind the Smokehouse Bar and Grill.
Man, just happy to be here. Happy that Southside Smokehouse is taking this on and that we're getting the kids out in the community, getting them some recognition, but also, bringing our local businesses into trying to connect the football program with our local businesses. I think this is awesome, and I hope it's something we can continue.
Well, I'm looking forward to what you recommended that I get here on the menu is a smoked bologna sandwich, it's called, so I'm looking forward to that. Hey, big win last week. We'll get into all that in just a few minutes, but you guys are coming in this week 5-1, 1-0 region. That was the biggest thing. Took the show on the road last week, took care of business, and big game, of course, coming up this week. We've got a couple of players you're going to bring in here just shortly after that, and we're going to recap last week's action a little bit over at Blacksburg, coming away with the big region win.
Yeah, anytime we beat Blacksburg, it's a big win regardless. And, it's a big rivalry for us going in over there. Our guys played great. Offensively, we were up 21-0 at halftime. Offensively, we were moving the ball, doing some good things in the first half. Our defense was playing great. They were all over the place. I was very impressed. I know you guys were there and covering the game. I was very impressed with our team and how they responded to the to to some of the things that Blacksburg was doing and how they were acting, and our kids did a great job of keeping their composure. Our coaching staff did a good job of keeping our kids calmed down, and it's just a testament to our whole program of how our kids responded Friday night, and I couldn't be prouder.
There were 108 games played last Friday night in the state of South Carolina. I don't know what the statistic was. I did hear a rough statistic of how many people were given the thumb across the state, and it's kind of getting widespread. Your guys showed great composure in those situations, and that's a reflection on you and your coaching staff that your guys can show composure. I'm looking at you because you're one of the team leaders, and kudos to you for doing such as that. Anyway, Coach, anything else you want to get into this evening? Recognize some of your players,
yeah,
coaches?
We're going to get into that. And, just going back to the Blacksburg game, offensively we had some guys had some good nights. I think Downhill Kelly had 81 yards on the ground. A.J. Lindsey had 59 yards on the ground. He also had 3 touchdowns. We kind of put in a heavy package that he takes a direct snap and let him utilize we feel like he's one of the hardest runners we have. But our biggest night came from our offensive player of the week, our Smokehouse. Our Southside Smokehouse Grill offensive player of the week is Titus Poore. He's going to be coming on here in a second. Titus had a big night. He had 4 receptions for 101 yards. He had 4 rushes for 29 yards, and he had 1 rushing touchdown. He does a great job of leading on and off the field. And you want to go ahead and bring him on to the show, Steve?
Sure, Titus Poore. And, Kevin, I'm going to just a second. Titus, we'll get Titus up to the thing here. We've got a microphone for him, Kevin, or we're going to hand off a – We will. But I'd just like to say, I don't really ever get to see these kids, Coach, or we're up in the press box and things like that. We don't really ever get to meet them that much as I'd like to. Come on in, Titus. Good boy right here. We've watched Titus, Kevin and I, since he was a freshman and started as a freshman. So I've been around 6 years Landrum football, calling the football games. Kevin's been around Landrum a long time, but you're my first class, you and AJ, that I've seen come all the way through.
I remember when he was a babe on Hambone's knee in the press box, so yeah.
Well, that was just a couple of weeks ago. Here, sit down right there. We're going to hook you up here and let Coach Bridges take it away, and I'm just going to step out of the way, believe it or not.
You didn't know you was going to get to be interviewed by me, huh?
No.
So, no, Titus, looking back at Friday night and, and our performance and what we did, how big's that win to you guys as players? I know Blacksburg's a big rivalry for us, so talk a little bit about that.
It's a big win. First region game of the year, so started off hot, and it's always great when we beat Blacksburg.
Now, you played both sides of the ball all night. You are Southside Smokehouse Grill Offensive Player of the Week. You had 4 receptions for 101 yards and 4 rushes for 29 yards. How with coming into this season and your role changing, how have you handled that? And how's that been for you? Has the preparation been different, or talk to us a little bit about that?
Preparation has pretty much been the same. Maybe if I'm watching film, I key on a little bit different stuff, look at the gaps in the defense to see where I need to run, like routes-wise and stuff. But it's still the same mindset of play football, be tough, and win.
That's right. We got a big game coming up Friday night. We got Clinton coming into town, and got youth night going on. Titus also volunteers and helps coach our 6G football team, which is our 6th graders. Tell us a little bit about that experience there, Coach Titus.
It's an experience. I enjoy it. The kids, they learn the offense pretty quick, relatively, compared to how quick you'd think they'd learn it. They run a lot of what we run, too, and they run it well. We've integrated some different stuff because it's Little League, so obviously they run the plays on a little bit of a different level, so we make it a little bit easier for them.
Now, you enjoy doing that?
Yeah.
Good. I know that's what you're looking at doing in the future, correct? Going into possible teaching and coaching?
Yes, sir.
Yep. What you want to teach?
Physical education.
Physical education. I got you. You think we got it easy or something?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. All right, looking ahead to Clinton this week. What's your thoughts going into this game Friday night? I know you watched a little bit of film this week, and we've been going through practice and game planning. And what's your thoughts?
I think it's the biggest game of the season so far. It'll definitely be our toughest game before playoffs. They play hard, they play physical, and we match that. We can definitely win. We win this game.
I agree. And you know what? You know why it's the biggest game of the season so far, Titus?
Why?
Because it's the next one. All right, that's right.
Yeah.
Titus was also this past week. He was named the WSPA Student Athlete of the Week, which is a big honor. Titus does a great job in the classroom as well as on the field and on the court. He's a three-sport athlete, and hopefully he's going to be furthering his career on at the college level next year somewhere. We've got some guys looking at him for baseball and for football, and we wish Titus the best in the future. You got anything else you want to say, bud?
No, sir.
All right. Sounds good. Hand it back over to Mr. Roper.
We're going to take attaboy. We're going to take a quick commercial break to get our next segment lined up, and you're watching the Landrum Cardinals football coaches show live here from the Southside Smokehouse.
Bell Carrington, Price & Gregg is the premier legal team you can trust. Founded by Griffin Bell, our firm stands for reliability, fairness, and honesty. Provide top-notch legal services that you can count on. They cover 10 practice areas, including business, finance, real estate, creditors' rights, and general litigation. Our friendly team in 5 states is ready to assist you with all of your legal needs. Call our Greenville office today, 864-272-0556. Bell Carrington, Price & Gregg. Are you tired of dealing with tire troubles? Look no further than Blue Ridge Tire, your one-stop destination for all your tire needs. From flat-tired repairs to computerized wheel balancing, we've got you covered. Offering top-name brands like Yokohama, Toyo, and Michelin. Blue Ridge Tire is conveniently located at 2701 North Highway 101 in Greer. Don't wait until you're stuck on the roadside. Call us now, 864-879-0703. At Blue Ridge Tire, we won't leave you flat.
Do you have a tree problem? Look no further than JB Trees LLC. At JB Trees LLC, we strive to provide a wonderful experience with professional service marked by excellence, all at reasonable prices. Schedule your free estimate today by calling 864-497-8511. That's 864-497-8511, or visit us online at jbtreesllc.com. JB Trees LLC, where your vision meets our expertise.
The Flounder Seafood Restaurant, located at 160 Barbado Lane in Spartanburg, opens every Wednesday through Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Serving the Upstate since 1969, they have been twice voted Spartanburg's best seafood restaurant. Everything at the Flounder is fresh and homemade, from their specialty stews to their famous hash and their signature flounder. Visit the website at flounderfishcamp.com. Come visit the Flounder, where there is a line, but it moves quickly. The Flounder at 160 Barbado Lane. Give them a call at 864-576-3165.
All right, guys, 30-second commercial for GSP Security. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
No, it's your turn to go. I did the last one.
No, this one's yours.
Man, I've already got a security system from GSP Securities. You're the one who needs to talk about this.
Well, you can talk about it because I don't know anything about it, so you tell me.
I've got cameras, I've got motion detectors, I've got everything that I need to be safe at my house.
Oh, come on.
All right, forget it. Y'all both forget it. Just go to www.callgsp.com today to request a free quote.
This is Steve Roper,
Kevin Jackson,
at Upstate Prepcast, and I tell you what, folks, you don't have to feel a financial strain from a clogged drain. Just call the MVP of plumbers. That's Mike Verner's Plumbing, proudly celebrating their 40th year of service to the Carolinas. Mike Verner's Plumbing has you covered in all situations, whether it's commercial or residential. So if your toilet's on the fritz and you really need to take a...
Hold everything. Folks, call the MVP of plumbers today at 864-472-8756. Mike Verner's Plumbing of Inman.
Okay, we're back here at the Smokehouse Grill here in Landrum, Coach. Got us a special guest. You're going to get into him in just a moment. But let's look at the defensive effort last week given up, put forth by these boys,
Our defense was great. Had a shutout going most of the game. we got a couple penalties there in the second half and moved them down the field and got them in scoring position. They scored on us, but defensively, our defensive staff, Coach Reed, Coach Thompson, Coach Driggers, they're doing an outstanding job of having our guys prepared, getting them in the right spots each week. And as AJ will tell you when he comes on here in a second, you know, as long as we're doing our job and doing what we're supposed to do, most of the time we're in the right spot and we're there to make plays. And it just comes down to do we make those plays. And had some great guys, some guys with some great performances Friday night defensively. Brody sitting over here, he had a great night defensively for us, and he also played a lot of snaps offensively. He was our hog of the week this past week, and he had a great game. Dominic Whiteside had 11 total tackles, 2 sacks, and 3 tackles for a loss Friday night. He played well too. But Lindsey is our defensive player, our Southside Smokehouse and Grill defensive player of the week this week. He had 7 solos, 4 assists, 11 total tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. This guy, he's always all over the field. He's just got a knack for the football, and he does a great job for us both sides of the ball. AJ, nice to have you on with us.
I appreciate you having me.
AJ.
Yes, sir.
On behalf of Kevin and I, it's been a pleasure to watch you progress since your freshman year.
I appreciate it.
We feel like we're graduating with you, like we're going to lose a kid of our own. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry.
Wait a minute now. We got him this year and next. He ain't going nowhere yet. All right. So.
I thought he's a senior. What did you tell me?
No. And it's a great thing.
And that's live.
So, AJ, talk to us a little bit about Friday night in Blacksburg.
But you have been starting since you were a freshman.
And, you know, like I said, you are always all over the field. So tell us what goes into playing defense. Talk to us a little bit about playing defense and take us through a play, for example. I mean, you play linebacker. So, I mean, take us through a play. Where's your eyes? What you thinking? What you keying on? Different things.
All right, so I play outside linebacker. So, for me, I'm outside of the box, so I'm focusing on the tackle, and I'm watching his helmet. So if his helmet goes low, then it's most likely a run. So if it's away from me, then I'm BCRing. If it's towards me, then I'm setting the edge. And if his hat goes up, then it's a pass. So I got to get my pass drop.
That's awesome. That's right. Now, what you said BCR? What's that stand for? So if ball goes away, you got BCR.
Yeah, bootleg, counter, reverse.
Okay.
So just anything coming back towards you.
So you teaching some football tonight too on the show. That's good, man. That's awesome. So AJ, how big was the win? You know, Blacksburg. I know you play with a lot of emotion, and your emotion shows on the field, and that's great. I mean, that's a great thing. And so talk to me a little bit about what that meant to you to beat Blacksburg and us get our first region win and move to 5-1.
It means everything. It's so much fun when you play a rivalry game. A little smack talking back and forth, and it's always fun when you play Blacksburg and you beat them. All your friends a whole week through social media, everything's going on. You got to stay focused. But when you beat them, everything is just gone, and you got the W, so nothing else matters.
You know, one thing, and talking to the audience, one thing that I love about AJ is he gets along with everybody. Everybody likes AJ. He's just he's got that free spirit. He never meets a stranger. And, that's going to take you far in life. It really is. And that's I think that's awesome. How does that – one thing I wanted you to talk about a little bit is us being a small town, being a small school. If somebody's tuning in, don't know much about Landrum. Talk about the bond that you guys build out there. And you out there playing football with guys you grew up with, a lot of guys you grew up with your whole life. I know your best friends are out there on the field with you. Tell us a little bit about that and how that is.
It's awesome playing with all my friends. Some people I played with since 1st and 2nd grade. It's just awesome making big plays with your friends. You don't even really realize it when you're in the game, but when you go back and watch it, I mean, you're really with your best friends out there just beating up on people and celebrating and making big plays. And then a lot of people I was in a rivalry with in middle school because I went to CGS and they went to LMS. Mm-hmm. And so we joined forces in high school. And like Titus, Poore, for example, in middle school, I didn't like him very much because he was on LMS, and he kicked my tail when I was on CGS, and now he's one of my favorite people on the team. So it's awesome the bond you build with your teammates.
You're right. I mean, what's it mean to you when you make a play and the first person to congratulate you or be there for you, somebody like Coop, one of your best friends? I mean, what's that like?
It's awesome. I mean, there's nothing better than your best friend. Me and Coop's been best friends since we were 5 years old. Just screaming at the top of your lungs with him, just having so much fun with him. On the field, there's nothing like it. I can't even explain it.
Now, AJ's another guy. He's he plays multiple sports. He's got basketball coming up next, does a lot of different things. And AJ, talk to us a little bit about, the future for AJ. What you thinking? Which way you leaning with your future? What you thinking when you get out of high school? Which way you going? AJ's just a junior now. We're gonna have him back next year.
Unlike me, I had him a senior already, right?
That's right.
I'm congratulating on him being 4 years. What do I know?
So I want to go to college. Obviously, I don't know what I want. I want to be a PE teacher when I grow up and coach. I guess whatever comes my way, basketball or football, or if I just want to go to school, just to go to school. I don't really know yet, but I want to be a PE teacher really bad. I want to live my life as a coach. I want to stay in Landrum, and I just want to have a simple life. I don't want nothing too special. I just want to coach sports and have fun, go on vacations during the summer. That's really bad. That's all I want from life, really.
Sounds like the American dream to me.
Yeah, and I think you'll be great at that, man. I think you'll make a great coach, and I think I heard you tell Coach Smith at one point that you never wanted to be a head coach.
No, not a head coach. Too much stress. I want to be the assistant coach that you can have fun with the team, get mean when he wants to, and have fun all the other times.
We'll check back with him.
You want to coach without all the thinking.
Yeah, exactly like that.
AJ, we got Clinton coming in Friday night, big game, region game, and what makes it a big game is this our next game. Talk to us a little bit about what you think about Clinton.
Clinton's obviously a super good team. They're ranked top 5 for a reason. They're great up front. That's where most of the battles are going to be battled at this coming Friday. So we just got to be the most physical team we can be, the most physical we've ever played, and I think we can do it. I think we can match up with them good. They got big players, but I think we want it more than them. I think we want it real bad, and I think we can go out there and do it.
Yep, and we need the town to come out and support us
Yeah, we
Friday
need
night.
as many people out there. It's going to be a good game.
And where do we play at?
We play at home in the Kent Beller Coliseum.
Coach, I think I've taught these children something.
That's
right. Right, boys.
So, hey, AJ, one last question. You
don't know how happy that makes me.
I know you have a lot to do with the themes for our different games and stuff that's going on. What's the theme for Friday night? As I see it was Hawaiian night. Is that
no? It's pink out night.
Pink out. Okay,
yeah,
it is pink
Disregard
out night.
Everything on Sports CM. And
so we can correct that now. It's pink out. Okay, pink out Friday night.
Cancel that Amazon order. The grass skirts.
AJ, appreciate you, man.
Well, it wasn't for us. It was
Hope
for
you have a great game
I
Friday night.
expect to see you in pink.
Never, sailor. Have a seat. Thank you, AJ. Big hand for AJ Lindsey and our guest a few moments ago, Mr. Titus Poore, as we like to say sometimes, the son of a lumberjack.
That's right.
And, we're going to take just a little break in the action here for listen to a couple of our sponsors, and we'll be right back with Coach Brent Bridges, and we'll try to finish this thing up. You're listening to the Brent Bridges pregame show, or what are we going to call this? Is the inaugural thing or whatever?
The Landrum Cardinal Coaches Show.
The Landrum Cardinal
with head coach Brent Bridges.
There you go. See, that's why he should always lead us out.
That's
hey,
right.
We'll be right back.
This is Pastor Tyler from View Church. We're located in Bowling Springs at 5555 Pierce Bridge Road. If you've been turned off by religion, been discouraged or hurt by church, or maybe you just thought church was boring, you should give View Church a try. It's a place like none other. The people are genuine, the Spirit is obvious, and God is moving in this place. Visit our website for times and direction at viewchurch.org.
Jeff Parks and his team of experienced real estate professionals at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services see Dan Joyner are lifelong football fans, and they know for a successful football team on any level, you must have great coaching and a good game plan. The same goes when purchasing or selling a home. Let the Spartanburg office at 170 Camelot Drive be your coach with the right game plan and strategy to make your real estate purchase go like a championship winning season. Contact Jeff Parks at 864-415-0336. Berkshire Hathaway, see Dan Joyner of Spartanburg. See danjoyner.com.
Step up to the plate at Home Run Cafe in Greer. Located at 810 North Main Street. Open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 and Saturdays from 8 to 4. You can start your day strong with protein shakes, smoothie bowls, lemonade shake-ups, or iced coffees. And don't forget our loaded teas with assorted flavors. The MVP of our menus. Customers can't get enough. So call 864-915-4721 to place your order, or just slide on into Home Run Cafe, where every visit is a grand slam.
Discover the power of Mahindra at Mahindra of the Upstate, located at 4951 Chesney Highway in Chesney. We're your one-stop destination for top quality tractors. Mahindra, the #1 best-selling tractor in the world, is now within your reach. Take advantage of our low-rate financing options, making your dream tractor more affordable than ever. Visit our website at sctractor.com or call 864-461-2515. Mahindra of the Upstate, the official tractor of tough.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
Isn't it nice to know that when someone says they'll stay in touch, they actually will? The phrase has real meaning at Raymond James because we believe in keeping clients informed about their portfolios, even in the most challenging economic times. Clients place their trust in us because we believe that meaningful communication, stability, and client satisfaction matter. Call financial advisor Tom Dixon at 582-1611, located in Spartanburg, to learn more. Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
All right, back here at the Southside Smokehouse Grill, alongside the Asheville Highway up here in Landrum. Steve Roper, Kevin Jackson, Coach Brent Bridges, and Coach has brought in another guest. Coach.
Got Coach Brian Thompson here with us. Coach Thompson coaches our outside linebackers. He also helps Coach Threadgill with our offensive line, and Coach has brought a lot to us. So we talked about him a lot throughout this season, and Coach is going to come on. We're going to talk a little bit about Clinton, and I know Coach knows a little more about Clinton than we do, coming from the 3A ranks and being involved with them. We played them a lot at Broome, but I think you guys mixed it up with them down there when you was at Union also, Coach.
Yeah, every year I was there, we played them.
Okay.
Good program. I mean, it speaks for themselves what they've done the past few years. Very hard to prepare for, very tough team. They're solid, all-around good football team.
They are. Corey Coach Fountain there. He's done a great job with them, and since he's been there, that program's been turned around. And you're right. I mean, the hardest thing about what they do is preparing for it, because it's so hard to simulate and try to show when you don't do anything like that, and that makes it tough on us as coaches. Gets us frustrated, and I know our players get frustrated with it, but we have to do the best we can do and try to prepare our guys for Friday night. I feel like defensively, you guys, you and Coach Reed and Coach Driggers, Coach Walker, y'all have come up with a pretty good game plan.
We'll see. I hope so. I think the key for us is keeping our kids comfortable, and so they can play fast. And but at the end of the day, those X's and O's start moving around a little bit, and physics will take over, and we've got to bring something to the party as far as that's concerned. We got to bring, and I think our boys mentioned it a little bit ago, we got to bring some physicality, and it's going to be a good old fashioned barroom brawl.
That's right. That's right. They typically you think about Clinton and you think about their tradition there and how good they were, and actually Roper, we talk about it a lot. You know Clinton from back in your Chapman days back in the day.
I know Clinton from my earliest recollections, 1970.
Yeah, when Coach Richardson was back coaching, they had a good program.
Keith
Richardson.
Did you say 1917?
Yeah. I fought.
You look good, man.
I'm telling you, I fought in the War of 1812 too. No, I had an older brother, Coach. I was 10 years old at that time. I had an older brother that played at Chapman, and he was very, very good and doesn't get enough credit, to tell you the truth. But they played in the old Peach Blossom 3A.
Yeah. Okay.
And he was very good.
Yeah.
And so I grew up watching Clinton, let's say do unmerciful things to Chapman.
Yeah, and I grew up the same way. My brother, they were in Pete's Boston 3A when my brother was playing, and
the coach always.
They were in the same region, and Clinton's just always loaded. And then, you know, that's what I was talking about. How long's Corey been there, Coach? About six.
It's
5 or 6 years.
This might be his sixth year.
And, you know, they were on a kind of steady decline until Corey got there, and Corey's brought them back to what Clinton football has always been.
I think he brought their identity back.
I agree.
Back in the day, they were old 22 personnel and just ram it down your throat type deal, and Corey came in with his scheme, and Ethan Campbell, the defense coordinator, does a fantastic job over there.
Yeah, they do.
They've got a great coaching staff, and, you know, you get good coaches and good players, you're forced to be reckoned
Talking
with.
about their history, you know, and the state championships, the banners that they can flaunt around and things like that. And I'm reminded, Coach laughs at me because I always flash back to the old days when I was there. But, you know, in the last century, first play at Old Smith Field, Clinton they won the state championship that year.
Yeah.
And they throttled us 44-0. But the first play of the ball game after the kick, they had it. And they snapped the ball, and they stacked us up like cordwood, myself on bottom. And 60 yards for the touchdown, and I never will forget my buddy, and he's deceased now, Terry Brandon, bless your soul, looking down on me in that huddle, and he says, "It's going to be a long night, Stevie."
Yeah,
and it was. But you know what, Coach? Now, I say this because you've often heard me rant about my job with them in times years ago, being with a program that was a losing program and watching them turn that around to what you see today. I would love that here, and it can be done. But the measuring stick of where we had arrived was a Clinton game, 1987, Doc Davis. We held a 14-0 lead over Clinton. The first time Chapman had ever even scored on Clinton in 20-something years,
Goodness.
dating back to the Peach Blossom days. But they eventually lost 22-14. And but I never will forget the quote Keith Richardson gave me. The fans got their money's worth tonight.
That's right.
That made us so proud. Even in a loss, it was a measuring stick that we can compete with this type of caliber.
Right.
And the transformation in the mind and the community took off from there. It really did.
You always want to see how you stack up against the good
Sure.
people. And,
I mean,
you know,
we don't have numbers. That's
no,
a bad
it is,
thing,
but,
you know.
You still go out there and play it, but I think you know, as far as getting to a level and kind of turning some things around and hopefully maintaining, you know, some modicum of success over the years, however you want to define it, you got the right man for the job. Coach Bridge is as good as they come.
I knew that. I knew that from the get-go.
We when my wife and I decided that it was time to move on, and I told her, I said, I'm too old to go work for some Joe Schmo or something like that, you know, and you know, we both love this area, and we come through here, and we've always said this is a place we'd like to come and stay, and
well, Landrum attracts that type of people, doesn't it? People want to come to Landrum to look at the view and coach, you reckon? But
we're
it's
blessed,
a community.
and I called Coach Bridges, started begging him for a job, and you know, told him I'd stay out the way as much as I can. I'll just come up here and coach the holders for the kickers, you know, or whatever. So, and you know, I'm very grateful that he took a chance on me, and you know, grateful to be here, and I truly believe in what he's doing, how he handles these kids, and how he runs this program. So,
well, Kevin will agree with me that the turnaround from last year's defensive performance to what we're seeing this year, what you two guys, Coach Threadgill and yourself, are bringing this year, that, I mean, a little growth. I mean, you know, some of the guys are older, so they understand what, you know, the game slowed down for them.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Coach,
you know,
Mike
you know
Reed,
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Mike Reed's as good as I've worked with as a defense coordinator, and he's a fantastic teacher.
They're getting to the ball, and you're everywhere is what I want. To say.
He does a great job of getting those guys scheme wise of putting them in a position to make a play. And at the end of the day, as a coach, you know, whether they make the play or not, that's kind of that's kind of DNA.
When you've got linebackers
that,
like Jaden and AJ, but Jaden especially, you know, with the double-digit tackles each week and things like that, and tackles for loss, big bruiser Brody, and up on the front. Run that three-man front last week, and I mentioned on the broadcast and I messed it up because I thought that he had said earlier that Blacksburg was going to run in 3-man, and I said that, which was totally wrong. I think it was wrong.
Blacksburg did run 3-man.
But I looked out and we were in that 3-man, and I said, "Oh, this is what he was talking about." But these three, Whiteside's Brody, and who do we have on that other side? Whiteside's Brody on the front.
Mackay
McClintock.
Yep.
Dominated the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
All
they did a
night
great job.
long.
Ooh, look coming there.
Look at that.
Boy.
That's what we're talking about.
That's that smoked bologna right there.
A smoked bologna? A smoked bologna. I tell you what.
Right. That right there.
That'd make a hobo happy right there. That's French bologna. That's French cooking. It's called bologna.
That's right.
Hey, bologna. Oh, oui, coach?
Bologna.
Bologna. I used to run a meat market, so we did call it bologna. I had customers come in and say, "I want that bologna," reading it.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
And then the filet migons.
Getting back to Clinton, and we're fortunate that
Just trying to rush us on, aren't you, Coach?
We can cut that out. No, I ain't trying to rush you on. But getting back to Clinton, we got them rolling in here Friday night. We're looking for a big performance out of our guys, and it's a big game for us. And the reason it's a big game, it's our next game. It's a region game. It has nothing to do with it being Clinton. I mean, we're preparing no differently this week than we have every week. But they are a storied and tradition program, and it's always a it's always a plus when you get to play those types of programs. And like Coach Thompson said, you kind of get to see where you're at, and we're excited to have them coming here Friday night. And it's going to be youth night, and we'll have all our youth teams there. They'll be leading us out onto the field, and I look forward to that, seeing those guys, and hope to see the rest of the town there. I wish the town was shut down, come show up Friday night.
Out to the Campbell Coliseum Friday night. Kickoff at 7:30. Second region contest of the season. The Clinton Red Devils are going to be invading the Campbell Coliseum, and we can't have that, guys. Coach, good luck, and thank you for joining in. It's nice to meet you after all this time.
Nice to meet you, sir. Thanks for having me.
I know you've heard a lot about me. They said stay away.
Local legend, they say.
No, they told you to stay away. I know.
Local legend.
Avoid him.
We've never done anything like that.
Okay. Well, we'll take a short break, or else we're about ready to wrap this thing up, or what? One short break, and we'll be right back as Coach and I dig into this wonderful-looking smoked bologna sandwich.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Tom Dixon may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, mitigated taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Tom at 582-1611. Located in Spartanburg for an appointment, Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of capital. Warrior Tree Service, your go-to tree experts. Family owned and operated since 2020, offering service from tree removal to tree trimming and stump grinding. At Warrior Tree Service, we handle it all. When nature strikes, count on us to clean up the mess and restore your property back to normal. Visit our website at warriortreeservicesc.com. To get a free estimate, call 864-278-2555. Warrior Tree Service, where nature thrives, we revive.
Than award-winning jumbo wings while you watch great sports programming on huge flat screens at Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options, come to Wings Etc. for lunch, dinners, and snacking, and lots of HDTV sports. And now, when you can't eat and watch the game here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times, and online ordering at togo.wingsetc.com. When it comes to wings, everyone knows size does matter, and no one knows it better than Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Wings Etc. has the biggest, meatiest, award-winning jumbo wings in town. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options and tons of flat screens tuned into sports, we've got you covered. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times, and online ordering at togo.wingsetc.com.
All right, back here at the Southside Smokehouse and Grill in Landrum. Might want to pull me down a little bit there, Kevin. It's a little loud in my ear, but Kevin Jackson, Steve Roper, along with head coach of the Landrum Cardinals, Brent Bridges. Crisp evening. Great weather for football. If it'll stay like this for Friday night, I'm telling you.
Can't wait for Friday night to get here.
I ride by and smell the grass being cut. Just gets the goosebumps on my arms.
But if I'm going to be completely honest right now, Roper, what I can't wait for right now is to get into this smoked fried bologna sandwich we got with some sauerkraut and grilled onions.
I was looking and I saw that.
This is like torture.
Well, sauerkraut on a bologna. And that's a combination I never would have thought of. But
we're about to find out, ain't we?
Kraut and bologna from the same country.
That's right.
Has the same origins, and it's almost too pretty to eat.
I'm going to tell you what.
It's almost just too pretty to eat. How's that? Let's see the coach take a big bite of that thing. And
I will.
Thanking the folks at Southside Smokehouse Bar and Grill.
I'm going to tell you what. I want to say thank you to Southside Smokehouse and Grill, and hopefully we'll be back here next week and.
Hopefully we'll have some internet service
awesome.
as it's restored to the Landrum area. The internet in this area took a big hit from the hurricane, ladies and gentlemen. So we planned on doing this live, but it is pre-recorded now. And time you get home, Coach, it'll be on probably.
Yes, sir.
So you can go back
to go see it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to Friday night, and appreciate you guys and what you do and broadcasting the games, getting it out there to these people. Kevin, thank you. And, I tell Roper that every week, but appreciate you guys and what you do for Landrum High School.
Well, it's our pleasure. We always say it's all for the kids, Coach. It's all about the kids.
I know it is. That's exactly right.
And hospitality room at the Cardinal Station, it could be filled up maybe on a Friday night, if you get
you see that, Alex?
Over there at Blacksburg last week, not to nitpick any, but I tell you what, they had a feast over there.
Really?
Yeah. We were promised food. Y'all got to beating them in the first half. We didn't get the food. Yeah. They stood in the window next to us eating all that food and looking at us.
I can imagine.
They had food, hardwired internet. Somebody got to step up. I'm just going to say.
Well, Kevin's big argument was that they had a play clock on the field and we don't. I said, we were going to get one, but we ran out of cord to get there. We're like 5 feet short, Coach.
We're good.
So that's just our little joke that we play. And I want to apologize to any lineman over there. We give you a tough time last Friday night. And Kevin has to eat crow. If you go back and listen to the broadcast, he was fussing about us ripping the ball out all the time. Then you rip it out. And I said, Kevin, that crow tastes good, don't it?
Well, that was after about 30 missed tackles, though. So.
That's right.
So, you know what? Coach, we have a good time, the two of us, on Friday nights calling for these kids. And we try to portray them in the best light that we can. We really emphasize sportsmanship. And we never want to say anything disparaging about any of your players. We respect the job that you do. We respect the job that these kids do, and we respect everything because these kids have been up since early this morning. What time did your morning start?
Listen,
6, 5?
No, not quite that early. About 7.
Okay.
7, but. We know, and we really do appreciate what you guys do for Landrum High School, not just football, but for all our athletic programs.
Kevin does
basketball
and baseball.
Baseball.
He does.
And, we truly appreciate it. And, like you said, it's just all about our kids and getting as much out there as we can. Just like this right here tonight, Southside, the Southside Smokehouse coming in and volunteering for us to be able to do this here, and you guys jumping on board and making sure it happen. And, it's for our kids, and we're going to continue to grow and continue to do more and more for our kids and try to get the community and everyone around here more involved.
But tonight's been special for us. We kind of feel like we're a little bit part of the family tonight, getting to meet some of these players up close, closer than what we normally would from the stadium and such as that. I'd like to thank Travis Gosnell and his wife, Brody's mother, and them for helping out with arranging all of this. Kevin Jackson, Brent Bridges, Steve Roper here at the Smokehouse, Southside Smokehouse and Grill in Landrum. And this Friday night, you'll be listening to most of this tonight in the Campbell Coliseum. The Red Devils coming to town, and we got to take care of him. Coach, good evening. Strike that one. You can back.
Yeah, now you're glad we're not live.
Yeah. You can end it up.
So, folks, to the people here live with us and stuff, you can we'll have a few minimal edits, obviously. So as soon as that file gets edited and uploaded, it'll be
It was
live
baloney on my brain,
That's
Coach.
right.
It was baloney on my brain. It's looking so good.
For everyone watching this back on YouTube of the recording later on, this Friday, www.upstateprepcast.net. Click on the Landrum logo and either watch us live on YouTube or listen to us audio if you're on the go on the Meritix platform. And it's been fun, guys. Kevin Jackson again for Steve Roper and head coach Brent Bridges of the Landrum Cardinals. You've been watching the Landrum Cardinals Coaches Show with head coach Brent Bridges. We'll see you this Friday at the Coliseum versus the Clinton Red Devils.
Go Cards.
The preceding Upstate Prepcast presentation was brought to you by Wings Etc., 2644 Bowling Springs Road, Bowling Spring. Good food, great times, award-winning wings, and amazing etc. We thank you for tuning in tonight. Your broadcast was brought to you by Wings Etc., by Raymond James Financial Advisor Tom Dixon, by the Bell, Carrington, Price & Gregg LLC Law Group, by Chad Wagner State Farm Insurance, by Jeff Parks and the Realtors at Brookshire Hathaway Home Services, C. Dan Joyner, Spartanburg, by JB Trees LLC, by the Flounder Seafood Restaurant, by GSP Security, by Blue Ridge Tire, by Mahindra of the Upstate, by Warrior Trees, by J&L Lawn Service, by Home Run Cafe, by Mike Varner Plumbing, The View Church, Paris Bridge Road, Bowling Springs, by GG's Creations, by the Pocahontas Country Club, Nature's Mountain Playground, Pocahontas County, West Virginia, by the Seawright Funeral Home, East Main Street, Inman. Until next week when we meet again.
Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.